chief economist at the European Central Bank, Philip Lane, supposes that the existing macroeconomic dynamic in Europe reflects the necessity of a further key rate hike. Since such an announcement was made by an influential political and one of the 6 members of the ECB Board, investors showed zero interest in the macroeconomic reports. Thus, there is no wonder that the market ignored a 3.2% rise in US durable goods orders. The data points to a considerable increase in consumer activity, which should have led to the greenback's appreciation. However, yesterday the data was of no importance, and the US dollar was rapidly losing value. Today, the US currency may continue falling against the euro and the pound sterling as well. The fact is that the initial GDP estimate is expected to unveil a further slowdown in the economic growth. Since last year, the economy expanded by just 0.9%, and it has every chance to slide into recession. However, judging by the data on the US durable goods orders, which reflects consumer activity, there is a possibility that the GDP figures will surprise traders. Notably, consumer activity is the main driver of the US economy. Thus, the report may show acceleration instead of a slowdown. In the event of this, the US dollar may gain in value. On the trading chart, we see that the euro-dollar pair climbed above the control level of 1.10 and reached a new local high of the midterm uptrend. This points to the mainly bullish sentiment among traders. This fact may boost the euro in the long term. To continue the upward cycle and maintain the midterm trend, the pair should consolidate above 1.11, and this in turn will bump up the volume of long positions. However, if the area of 1.1050 and 1.11 exerts pressure on buyers, the euro-dollar pair may stagnate or even drop. Meanwhile, the pound sterling showed a local upward movement against the US dollar. However, this rise did not lead to significant changes. The quote has been hovering within the levels of 1.2350 and 1.2550 for the third week in a row. Against the backdrop, traders continue to apply two strategies based on either a bounce or a breakout of the limits. In the case of a breakout strategy, the price consolidation above 1.2550 on the 4-hour chart will lead to the continuation of the upward trend. However, if the price settles below 1.2350, we may see correctional movement down. How we're going to be in the short term in financial markets, we will definitely tell you in our next news releases. Don't miss them. Subscribe to the channel and follow news with us. See you soon.